Hello and welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. Hope you guys are doing well today. My name is Michael, but you can call me MOLT. Today we're going to be messing around with a THANOS deck, so I hope you guys are excited. The deck is made up of the Hood, Titania, Daredevil, Viper, Green Goblin, Polaris, Spider-Man, Blue Marvel, Devil Dinosaur, Professor X, Valkyrie, and THANOS. Now this deck is not my own. I was looking up some THANOS decks because I wanted to play THANOS Destroy, but I was like, I wonder what the best THANOS deck is right now. And it's this THANOS control deck. Now, out of these cards that I think whether or not you may or may not have, I imagine the majority of you don't have Valkyrie. And honestly, as you guys will see in the live games in this video, we never play Valkyrie. So if you don't have Valkyrie, don't be intimidated by this deck because you don't really need it. But we're gonna go ahead and break down these cards. You guys can look next to me at the live games going on, and then we'll jump into some commentary. So first, we've got the Hood here. The Hood is good for a couple of reasons. Obviously, it gives you a demon that you're able to play for 6 power, which is incredible. But in relation with Viper as well, and being able to send it over to your opponent's side, not only do you give them -2 power in that scenario, but you also take up a location, and locations are obviously key to success in this game. So incredible control right there with that Viper Hood combo. Next, we've got Titania. Titania is along the similar lines. If somebody has a location with 2 cards on it, you can play Titania, sending it over to them, and then you pretty much lock off that location until you want to bring Titania back. So Titania can always be a final turn play, but it can also be a control card that you play, drop down, and try and fill up locations, and then you come back to later. We've got Daredevil in here as well. Daredevil is a good card. Honestly, didn't use it in any of these games. So if you wanted to replace it, you could. Here's my feeling on Daredevil. It's great information for you, but typically Daredevil is also information for your opponent, and a lot of times people will think that you are playing Professor X, which we are, and they'll choose to play accordingly to try and prevent you from playing Professor X. So then obviously you would end up playing Blue Marvel, Spider-Man, or Devil Dinosaur or something along those lines. So it is good for that intel, but it also gives your opponent intel a lot of times. Next, we've got Viper. Viper is here to pretty much just send over the Hood, or even to send over a Space Stone, or not a Space Stone, any of the stones to your opponent's side, just to fill up their location again, and try and control the outcome of stuff. So Viper's pretty solid in that regard. Next, we've got Green Goblin. Really annoying card that you can play turn 3, send over to your opponent's side. Typically, people can't fill up a location by turn 3. In fact, I don't know how anybody would unless they played like a whole bunch of zeros and Squirrel Girl or something. So generally, Green Goblin turn 3, you're safe. And it goes along the same line as what we've already been saying about Titania and the Hood and Viper. Controlling your opponent's side and allowing them or not allowing them to play specific cards when they may want to is one of the things that Green Goblin is really good at. And then next we've got Polaris, which honestly goes along the same lines again. If somebody has a couple of cards at a location, you can move a 1 or 2 cost card to that location and say, hey, now you can only play 1 card here, and I'm going to try and control you. So typically you could move like somebody's Nebula or something like that. If somebody storms in the Nebulas and they've only played that, you can move that Nebula so that you can play in front of it. But Polaris is just a great control card in general. Next, we've got Spider-Man here. Spider-Man and Professor X are an incredible combo. You can play Spider-Man and then Professor X a location. Or if you want to, if you don't draw into Professor X, you can save Spider-Man for turn 4, play it with one of the Infinity Stones, locking off a location and not allowing anybody to get to it. Obviously, if they're playing Move or they have Dr. Doom or anything like that, they can still access that location. But Spider-Man is great at shutting down locations, especially with all the bounce that is going on and people playing on Angela. If you can play that Spider-Man, it's like, hey, you're no longer allowed to buff your Angela after this turn. So really good shutdown card right there. Now we've got Blue Marvel in this deck as well, and one of the main reasons that Blue Marvel is in these decks is because of Valkyrie and the interaction with Valkyrie. So Valkyrie changes the base power of a card to 3. So if you were to Valkyrie a Devil Dinosaur or a Darkhawk or a Morbius or anything like that, you're not going to want to do that. In fact, Valkyrie would buff Darkhawk and Morbius. But if there are cards at a location that do not have any ongoing abilities, well, then you could play Valkyrie at that location, and if you have Blue Marvel down, you're going to win that location because you get that buff from those cards. So everything is 3, but you get the buff. You can also obviously use one of the stones to lower the health on your opponent's side. But Blue Marvel is in here to kind of spread power out across all the cards that you have, because you can play a lot of the stones as well, and you'll just have a lot of stuff on the board. So having Blue Marvel there helps out significantly. Next, we've got Devil Dinosaur. With all of the extra stones in the deck that help you draw, Devil Dinosaur will typically have a significant amount of power. And so just a solid high power card that you're able to have down, especially if your hand is completely full, which typically it won't be, but you will have, like I said, a good number of cards with all of those stones helping you draw and things like that. We've got Professor X as well, which obviously I already kind of talked about, just there for the lockdown. And you can say you play the Hood and then Viper it over, and then you play Professor X on that location. That's always pretty solid, kind of controlling things. And having Blue Marvel, you're able to kind of trick people later on to where if you're tied with Professor X at a location or anything like that, you can play Blue Marvel and you can end up gaining power at that location, taking it out. And we already talked about Valkyrie a little bit. Valkyrie's super cool card, not entirely necessary in this deck. Like I said, all of these games that you guys are going to see, we didn't even play Valkyrie. There were scenarios where we could, but it wasn't necessary. And so if you don't have Valkyrie, don't be afraid of this. You can throw something else in here. You could probably throw in something to either buff your Devil Dinosaur. You could throw in Khazar or something along those lines as well, if you don't have Valkyrie. So don't worry about that. Super cool card though. If you do end up having it, throw it into the deck. And then lastly, Thanos. Typically you're never going to play Thanos on the board unless you play all of your stones, which is an interesting kind of relationship to the card. People are kind of just using it. They're manipulating Thanos to give him the stones. It's like, hey, you're cool and all, but like, we just want to use you for your stones. And so the fact that Thanos gives you all the stones to play with creates lots of different opportunities to gain energy and things like that. Absolutely incredible and super fun card, honestly. And I'm happy that they balanced this whole deck, because it's not as strong as it was a couple seasons ago. So that's Thanos. This deck is really, really fun. Hope that you guys enjoy. Let's get into the live games. Yeah, and then I'll actually be able to play Thanos as well. Neb's in the middle. Okay. Whoa. Interesting. This one's going to be interesting to me. Fill that up. Yep. Demon. Space Stone. It shouldn't bounce back. Yeah, cool. Doesn't bounce back. Neither does that. And then now we can go with Blue Marvel and Demon over here. And I need to play all of these. I want to be able to play one more time on the left. Well, wait, do I want to play Blue Marvel yet? Wouldn't I rather play all these so that I can... No, I do want to play Blue Marvel. We'll do this, and then we'll go... this... and this, and then we can go Valkyrie in the middle. Obviously, we'll change their Green Goblin, but that doesn't really matter. I'll snap on him. I feel pretty good with it. Yeah. So Valkyrie in the middle there would have won. We had a couple of different opportunities in order to make that win. Valkyrie's a sick card. Why don't you guys comment down below if you have Valkyrie or not? I feel like you rarely ever see Valkyrie, but it's actually a pretty solid card that, because people don't see that much, can really catch people off guard and cause some problems. Okay, not a bad start here. Nice. And we got Viper, so we'll throw the Hood down now. And... we'll go ahead and play Viper on it. Just go ahead and send that over. Hopefully. Nice. Aha, okay. So I'm definitely going to Green Goblin in the middle now, because I highly doubt there's any chance that they... I mean, they're not going to fill it out right now, you know what I mean? Oh, sick. Green Goblin. Soul Stone. And Demon right here. Should be pretty good. Should be pretty good at helping us win this location. Because we can also play, I mean, next turn we can play Professor X and Titania and just lock it down, guaranteeing us 3 at every location, you know? Okay, that's pretty solid, actually. I might actually, depending on if we're winning right now, I'm gonna block this. I'm gonna play Professor X over here right now. So we're gonna go Professor X right now, and we'll go right here. And I guess I'll just go ahead and play Time Stone too. Why not? Yeah, and then they can't move this, like I imagine they're gonna want to, or they're gonna want to Valkyrie it or something. I want to snap, but a lot of times in videos I don't snap because I'm trying to show you guys how things play out, and then you can choose to snap in scenarios as well. So potentially the goal is to just teach and show how things happen and whatnot. Nice. That's what we wanted. Yeah, that's sick. Do we get Blue Marvel? Because that would be incredible. We do not get Blue Marvel here. But I can do this and this. We'll draw. Yeah, they're going to bounce. Nice. That's a good one. Good little shutdown right there. All right. We'll go Time Stone, even though it's not my favorite stone to play first turn. I'd rather play it turn 3 so we can play Professor X turn 4. But again, it's pretty important to be able to draw cards and whatnot. So there's that. We can play Spider-Man here fairly early to lock it down, which would be good. If we play Spider-Man oh, okay, they've got move, so we got to keep that in mind for sure. That's going to be a pretty big deal. To where we want to try and shut down them being able to play. Wow, dude, I love it. I'm all about it. We have to try our best to shut down them being able to play. Frig, dude. I'm going to do this and this, hoping that they play something to move. So they send Titania back to us. Okay. Yep. So they'll send Titania back to us here. And then we'll be winning the location. Yeah, we'll be winning the location here. Iron Fist, sending that back. I think we're winning the location. Oh, it's a tie. Wow, brutal. Okay. I'll throw this down. Oh, wow. That's a hilarious play. That doesn't really make much sense to me. And Leech is going to suck here, obviously. Power Stone. Okay. So Power Stone does not draw for us. They're currently at 7 in the middle. So, like, let's say they play Heimdall, okay? They play Heimdall over here, they win. But then they would only be at 6 in the middle. If we play Thanos on the left, we're at 11 and they're at 10. So I think that this might be the play. Or if they play Heimdall on the left. Okay, so they play Heimdall on the left. No, they play Magneto over here. Nice. Wow. Super interesting. That was pretty unexpected. That was pretty unexpected, but we took on the dub there. Okay. Soul Stone's not a bad one to start off with. Ooh. Not going to do too much there, though. Honestly. So I feel like we go Soul Stone here. That's fine. Not that big of a deal. I wouldn't mind changing this location early, honestly. But they reveal first, so if I were to change it, it would not benefit me. Sheesh. That kind of sucks. Viper to play over here. Oh, bro. Oh, no. Okay, I'll just go ahead and change the location, you see? I'm not going to play Hood yet, because if I can play Viper right here in the same turn, Hood, Viper, that'd be pretty solid. Okay. That's kind of funny. That's a little bit strange to me, honestly. We'll go here, and can't play there, obviously. We can play Devil Dinosaur on Milano. Okay, honestly, I think that I want to play this right here. Yeah. They skipped this location, which they are going to be able to move Nightcrawler over there. Huh, that's going to be 16. That's going to be big. But we can play Devil Dinosaur in the middle here and Titania over here, which will give us 10 and 16. And then I can also play... Oop, don't want to do it in that order. Mind Stone to draw 2 and Titania. We only have 1 stone left, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have 5 cards in our hand. Yeah. Oh, they don't move it. Okay. I think we still take it home. Yeah, sick. Let's go. Good stuff. That's solid. Come on. Dude, this deck is good, man. This deck is good, and we haven't even used Valkyrie once. So if you guys don't have Valkyrie, like, you're good to go. It doesn't matter. All right, so we got some pretty clutch control cards to start off. No stones to start off, which is always extremely interesting. Because you almost always expect... Wow, that's such a great play on Danger Room, honestly. I kind of want to pull it over here, though. I'm going to pull it over. Okay, I'm not going to pull it over. Guaranteed this pulls over Yondu and not Nebula. That sucks. Ah, brutal. But we can play Valkyrie over here, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. I don't know what they're playing yet, so I'm not gonna play any of these cards. How do I not have any stones yet? Like, this is crazy, y'all. Turn 3 and we haven't drawn a single stone? What? That's wild, dude. Oh, man. And Kitty Brew? Again, like I told y'all, we're going to end up playing Valkyrie over here on Danger Room. Okay, sick. I will go here, and that's all. God, give me something to play, dude. So Blue Marvel actually is kind of a counter to our Valkyrie, so that'll be fairly interesting. But we can do this, and this. How am I still not? I haven't drawn a stone yet. By turn 5. What? Dude, I'm shook. I'm shook, bro. I literally cannot believe that. How have I not drawn a stone? We'll go here and here. And then I guess I can probably maybe play Valkyrie over on the right. because Devil Dinosaur will still win it. So if we draw 1 cost, then we'll win over there. Yeah, this is going to be pretty good for us, I think. This is a moment where I could potentially snap, especially because of the Spider-Man shutdown over here. Spider-Man shutdown's good. They can't stop us from doing it either. With like Cosmo or anything. And then Valk on the right is gonna be solid. We will have priority though, which does kind of suck. Whoa, okay. That's funny. Whoa, Dazzler in the middle. Whoa, wasn't expecting that. Okay. Huh. Ooh, gosh, what do I want to do? We reveal first. So, what does Dazzler go up to? I mean, I can't freaking play anything right there. Dazzler gains 6. So they go up to 15. Okay, so we win with Blue Marble then. Our Devil Dinosaur is just going to be super low here. This might work. This might work. Draw a card for us. Oh, that was so close. Oh my gosh, that was so close. That was incredibly close, but calculated. So they only had one drop in the middle. So I'm kind of surprised that they made the play that they did, but wow. All right, y'all, that's going to be it. Man, this Thanos deck popped off for us. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching today's video. If you did, leave a like down below. Also, comment down below and let me know if you guys have Thanos and if you play him. Super fun deck. Appreciate you guys. See you on the next one. Peace out.